Hello everyone, it's Deb and Matt from Deb and Matt Chat,
Hey.
and we are at the Brisbane International Cruise Terminal. In this video, we are going to tell you everything you need to know about the Brisbane International Cruise Terminal. Deb, what are we covering?
Everything from how to get here, where to stay if you're travelling in, what's inside the cruise terminal, toilets, parking. Yeah, lots of information that we've got gathered in together.
Airport connections, you name it, the whole lot, we've got it all. So stick with us in this video, we hope you enjoy. Okay, Deb, car parking here at the Brisbane International Cruise Terminal.
There is 3 car parks in here. Car park 1, which is bookable only. It also actually has the EV charges in park 1.
And the only one that provides some cover as well.
Yes. And then we're actually standing in car park 2 right now.
Yep.
Again, another bookable space for this one. So what is the parking costs approximately?
It works out depending on the length of the trip.
Okay.
I'll put some examples on the screen now for you to see. A couple of different dates and lengths so you can see that.
And then you've got car park 3. So this is a great one. That's like where we have parked today. So we've just come out to the cruise terminal today. So you can pay on your exit on car park 3.
And car park 4 on its way.
Oh yes, correct. There's the new one being made.
The new one being built at the moment. So there is plenty of parking here. As well as parking here, you've got the off-site options. So they have shuttle bus services. There's the Brisbane Port side cruise parking.
Yes.
Andrews
as well.
is another one. Andrews Airport parking, which also run the shuttles out here, so that you can park off-site.
And East Coast?
East Coast parking is just down the road as well.
So there's a few options for you as well.
A few options where you can park your car off-site and then alternatively, you could also park at the airport and get a taxi if you want to do, or if you had a hire car, you're driving in and out and that sort of thing.
Yeah, or there's the shuttle connection from the airport.
Yeah, Connections shuttle services run cruise airport connections out here, but we'll discuss that in the airport section of what you need to know about the cruise terminal.
Yeah, so the car parks, it's a little bit of a walk. It's not too bad. I'm just trying to remember. I think I will have some signs here that'll tell us how many metres it is. About
400 metres from the car park 3 all the way down to the cruise terminal. So that's about the longest that you're going to have to walk. And car park 2, car park 1, obviously a lot less. So when you get here to the Brisbane International Cruise Terminal, you're going to want to know all about how to board, where to drop your bags, all that sort of thing. So there is a dedicated bag drop. That's number 1 when you first arrive.
That's just on the left as you come in out of the car park.
Yep. The main entry to then go up for boarding is on your right. That's number 2. You've got a gift store, the whole range of fun.
Yeah, lots of Australian things. Yeah, as well as, your t-shirts, but also in just past that, we've talked about the cafe, just thinking about the things that they sell. So if you've forgotten your sunscreens or your hairsprays or your deodorants, they've got a small stock of those sorts of things as well out here. Yep,
so you've got all that. Now, if you have any accessibility issues, see the staff really early. So at the front of the main sort of foyer area, you're going to see a whole lot of staff. They'll have all the lines getting set up for when you board, what lane you need to be in.
Yep.
But if you do need assistance getting on the ship, let the staff know straight away. There are lifts here, because there is quite a lot of walking. So if you've got a wheelchair, walking frame, walking stick, any of those sorts of things, need assistance, the staff will help you.
Absolutely. They've got wheelchairs here as well. So if you're just not 100% steady on your feet, they can always throw you in a wheelchair and take you up. Because as Matt said, there is a little bit of a walk up. I don't know if you can quite see over behind us, because there's a ship just leaving today, that there is a bit of a gangway, so there's a little bit of a walk up to there.
Yeah, so you can get caught in lines waiting upstairs. So again, they'll help you get through all that process with an assisted check-in. So you do need to be aware of that if you have mobility issues and you're coming here to the Brisbane International Cruise Terminal.
Okay everyone, so something that I have been asked a couple of times when I've been out here is, where are the toilets? So they are slightly hidden. So if you're looking at the cafe, they are over to your left. They're just tucked in a little bit behind. There's some escalators going up above those. They're nice and clean. I think there's quite a few cubicles in there. I've never seen a lineup, to be honest. But just remember, looking at the cafe, over to your left are the toilets.
always something nice to know is where are the toilets when you're travelling. So, and good to hear that they are nice and clean and clear. That's always been our sort of experience out here. So good to know. Deb, we're on to, let's talk about some of the fun stuff or the nice stuff here at the Brisbane International Cruise Terminal. We've touched on really quickly that there is a gift shop. We've touched on very briefly that there is a cafe.
Yes.
Tell us more.
Okay, so like in the cafe, it is only your basics. So there's croissants and toasties, some pre-made wraps, good coffee in there. But they've also got just a small smattering of, like I said, toiletries or some books in there. So if you forget anything or you just wanted to pick up an extra thing, and it is open pretty much as soon as you can get here in the mornings. When people are disembarking, you can come straight in there and get a coffee if you wanted.
Get a coffee, they'll toast your croissant, toast the sandwich for you, those sorts of things. And
then if you like your alcoholic beverages.
Like your spicy drinks.
First thing in the morning, I think it's about 10 o'clock.
10 o'clock they're licensed from.
They do open that space. There is a licensed little seating area. That is the only place that you can actually drink those drinks as well, though. So that's just in front of the cafe. You'll see the signs there.
So just be mindful of that, because you can eat and drink anywhere here, but the licensed area is quite small. So if you are having a spicy drink, that's where you need to be. You can only consume it there. But if you're not, be conscious of the fact that the people who are having a spicy drink can only be in that area, and maybe just choose a seat that's on the outside of it, or a table on the outside, or
come outside here. It's beautiful out here. I mean, today is an absolutely gorgeous day. They've got some seating set up around out here, and you can watch people get in on and off the ship.
If I'm just going to throw this in for us, we could see here a beautiful view. You've got all this wonderful area here. So
so by all means, come out here as well. So we said that we did give you a little bit of information about the gift shop. It's airport prices. It's nothing's. It's not like your $2 shop or anything like that. But it's a nice little place to wander while you're waiting to board as well. But just know that this space out here also is available for anyone. Like, we're standing out here. We've just watched a ship leave. So on port days only, though.
Yep.
Otherwise, it is shut on other days.
Yep. All right. Let's jump now to the airport.
Yes.
And explain how people would get from the airport to here. And then we'll come back and show you a bit more around the place. So when you're at the Brisbane Airport and you're coming in domestically, to get your transfers, it's pretty much a straight walk out of the terminal. Bearing in mind at the moment, there is an upgrade program going on at the Brisbane Airport. So you do pretty much though just walk outside. There is the free shuttle bus stop, which takes you to the international terminal. It also takes you across to the airport hotels and down to DFO and the Novotel Brisbane Airport. Alternatively,
you've got the connection.
Yep.
So you can book that one. So that one will actually take you to the cruise ships. There was a list of other places that it does take you as well, but that's the one that you can get from the domestic terminal to go out to the cruise ship.
Yep. And you can also just walk across. So if you are staying at the Ibis Brisbane Airport or the Pullman Brisbane Airport, you can actually just walk across through the car parks. There's a skyway walk that goes across.
Yeah, just look for the signs that say Skywalk, and there's plenty of signage along the way.
Yep. If you are staying at the Brisbane Airport overnight before going out to the cruise terminal, there is also the air train here at Brisbane Airport. So you can actually jump on a train if you did want to go into the city, catch a show or something for the night, visit the casino, any of those sort of things, go and see South Bank. You can still stay here at the airport and then go into town, come back and then get your transfer out to the cruise terminal the next day. So that's another convenient option.
Absolutely.
So this is the Pullman and Ibis hotels, right next to the Brisbane International Cruise Terminal.
We're at the Brisbane Domestic Airport.
Right next to the Brisbane Domestic Airport. So walking distance across from the domestic terminal. Yeah, so easy. They've got parking. It is limited, but they do have it. If you're a plane spotter as well, highly recommend the Pullman, because they have a package available where you can actually, they loan out binoculars and things, and you can go up on the very top of the building and have a look at the planes, because you can actually see both runways from the top of the Pullman, which is very cool.
Okay, so we're going to tell you a little bit about some of the hotels and accommodation options that you've got if you're obviously flying in from somewhere else.
Or driving. You could be driving.
You could be driving, exactly. But no, so there are quite a lot of options. I think the closest one to here would be the airport.
Yeah, so you've
probably
got a couple of options at the airport or within the vicinity of the airport. So generally, the closest in general, you've got airport and then Hamilton for the closest accommodation. The airport, you've got the Brisbane Airport Ibis Hotel, the Brisbane Airport Pullman Hotel, the Novotel Brisbane Airport, and then you've got just outside the airport precinct, the Ibis Budget Brisbane Airport. So, so
they get a little bit confusing.
Yeah, which is different to the Ibis Brisbane Airport because it's the budget one.
So the ones out at the airport, I think Pullman seems to be currently around about 300 or
350 to 400, roughly at the moment.
Whereas Ibis is about 250.
Yeah, around that 200. Yeah, that 250 mark. The Novotel, similar prices to the Pullman.
And then obviously as you get out to Hamilton, there's a lot more budget sort of places that you can stay out there that are around that $150 to $200 a night.
Yeah, so to that 175, right through to $400, $500 a night. So there are quite a number of options now. Brisbane Airport to the cruise terminal, you're looking at about a 15 to 20 minute drive. Similar from Hamilton, probably that 15 minutes from Hamilton. Fairly straightforward. The easiest way to get here though, if you're staying at the Brisbane Airport, is definitely that Connections bus service that we mentioned while we're out at the airport. Yeah,
either that or obviously catch a taxi or an Uber, but there is no other public transport that comes out because it's actually quite out in the industrial areas of Pinkenba.
Yep. So some of the hotels will be able to arrange for you a shuttle to come out here, but it is, as Deb said, so far away. So
yeah. So the trip out here. So just note that I just mentioned that it is quite industrial. So it's not a pretty drive out here by any stretch of the imagination, but it's actually quite lovely when you get out here. But a bit of a rocky roads on the way out as well.
So definitely not an attractive place. If you're coming here for the first time and arriving at the Brisbane International Cruise Terminal, it's your first time in Brisbane, just close your eyes for the first 5 minutes.
Just so you get out past the industrial estate.
Yeah, because it really is a beautiful city. But yes, there you go. So next we will go and just highlight some of the parking. So if you're getting dropped off, coming in a taxi, coming in an Uber, coming in an...
You twisted somebody's arm to drop you off.
You're going to land at the Brisbane International Cruise Terminal. There is a separate area for passenger drop-off and ride shares.
Yep.
A separate area for the taxis. And if you're coming in one of the shuttles, either from the hotel, from the airport, from a parking place that has a shuttle, they're all going to drop you
sort of
separate spaces.
So if you're getting off a cruise ship and you've called for an Uber, basically they will all come into this same sort of area. As you can see the sign behind us, the passenger pickup. So just go to direct yourself towards that space because they'll know where to come.
It gets a little bit chaotic on those days, particularly if you're doing there's the disembarkation happening at the same time as people are arriving for embarkation. So just be conscious of that.
Get in, get out.
Get in, get out as quick as you can. Try and stick to your allotted times as best you can.
Well, everyone, I hope you found this video enlightening and informative. Everything about the Brisbane International Cruise Terminal, where to stay, where to park, where to eat.
If you do have questions, down the bottom in the comments, put the questions there and we will get them answered for you. But it is a highly accessible terminal in terms of mobility, in terms of being able to fly in and then jump on your cruise ship. Very easy. As I said, that's sort of 15-20 minutes to get between airport and cruise terminal. You've got all those accommodation options.
That's it.
Food, cafe, beverage, parking, plenty of it, and more coming.
That's it.
Yeah.
All right, so as Matt said, if you've got any questions or anything that you thought of that we actually didn't, or any experiences that you've had, we'd love to hear about them. But otherwise, thanks so much for tuning in. Like and subscribe, as we say. Thanks for driving around with us today, and we'll see you on the next video.